Okay, so I'll start it.
A crop of memes so he can steal it and then send it to me.
That's important.
I see. Can I start the episode?
I know.
Just doing
Can
the
you?
intro.
Welcome to the Friends and Flannels podcast, where we read stories from pop culture and the internet, but with a little bit of Star Wars this time. I will be your narrator, Kevin. I am joined by...
Sylvia.
Alex.
Brendan.
And today we will be reading an AI-generated story from talktotransformer.com. I put in a little Star Wars thing. So, the characters in this are... we have Luke, Anakin, and Jedi. So, who wants to be... Do you want to be Jedi?
I'll be Jedi.
Ooh, I'll be Anakin.
I guess I'll be Luke.
All right. So I'll start off. The little thing that we put in first was that I put in was Obi-Wan. Why did you join the Sith, Anakin? Because the Jedi have dumb blue lightsabers. Palps. I am the Senate. Then the Republic lost the Star War, and now we continue from there.
How did you get that many points?
I'm going to win this game. Before anything.
We fight now or face defeat.
You are right.
Your turn.
Why not? My Dorcas.
Him. You.
Bye, the Sith. Bye, my friends.
And then we're going to put that whole thing into the complete text. It's really thinking about it.
You've really got to work hard on this one.
All right.
I did POLPALPS.
You don't want to be Anakin anymore?
No, I
He
would have
wants to be Anakin and POLPALPS. All right.
Unless someone else really wants to be POLPALPS. Because I probably shouldn't have
I think there's
all
only
the
3
dialogue.
characters in this one now.
Yeah, it's just POLPALPS, Anakin, and Jedi.
I'll be POLPALPS since
Okay.
there's not much narration.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. POLPALPS says, half.
No.
Wait a sec.
What?
No ship will dock.
What's wrong?
I got an alert that a Senate had broken in and taken all your treasure.
The Last Jedi makes you a senator?
Oh, this is a dream come true.
Do.
Dude.
A Senate broke in.
A Senate.
A Senate broke in and they're going after Caesar. You figure it out.
Do not try to take their gold.
Your friend is a Jedi, a friend of the Republic.
The Last Jedi takes us all into its care.
This old bro magician.
Pro magician. Who can protect its treasure from us?
And
It is its own treasure and I will protect it. So, you're a Jedi?
Yeah, Jedi. Are you a Jedi,
You're
Jedi?
a Jedi?
We are a Jedi Order, a collective effort of over 1,000 living Jedi.
A collective effort?
Just as much a concern as a triumph or defeat.
You call yourself Jedi?
Luke is.
Ooh, maybe Luke will come back.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Luke is interior. Typhoon Bad Lily Space Docking Area Hangar. Several heavy armored space troopers are loading several X-Wings in the hangar.
Who wants to be 3PO? Brennan?
Brennan, B3PO.
yeah, okay.
So you have...
Something's happening, sir! A command officer enters, carrying a large portable sphere with numerous red lights on it. The command officer stands on the side of the cargo bay, reading a message from Jar Jar. Brennan, be the command officer.
Whose lines all seem to be in sync, sir?
Chewbacca. Eh. That was my Chewbacca impression. Eh.
You sound...
And it translates to a perfect example of the kind of mate. Then Luke says...
A perfect example of our organic computer complement.
Obi-Wan.
Should I be Obi-Wan?
Yeah, be Obi-Wan.
Well met, R2.
Then Fulamu Mum or whatever Trella said. The first light is already flickering. Then Trella says, "Come on, R2. Get off!" The droid doesn't respond, and the Corvette is traveling at a very slow speed.
I do not understand,
Says Obi-Wan.
This is no use. He must be destroying our power generator. Use your tractor beam to pull him back before he damages the generators.
I can't move.
Obi-Wan stands a few meters away from the battle droid. Who's Ukmis?
Ukmis.
I'll be Ukmis. Overlapping. A manable defense, if not necessarily wise, but it is advisable to keep clear of your friend here, or he may bring himself to a sudden and shocking end. He could be the cause of your loss.
What?
Who is Ukmis? Why can't Luke move? Where are we?
What is happening?
Yes, AI will take over humanity.
AI.
AI will steal our jobs.
Who is Alchemist?
I've got to get out of here too. Wait, that's narration.
The intruders advance on him as Luke, struggling to break free, fires his laser sword at Obi-Wan. He's caught in a chokehold. So Obi-Wan struggles free and quickly swings his laser sword. They fight.
They fight.
Exterior, surface of the Death Star.
Oh, they're on the surface of the Death
We're
Star.
on the outside of the Death Star.
The evil ray shield streaks across the surface of the Death Star, blasting away at the three attackers. Interior, Millennium Falcon, cockpit. The old hero is in a little dead spot. Obi-Wan.
Yes, it looks bad.
As Kenobi makes his way to the left wing, he spots the familiar Trooper close to the window.
Out of your way!
The hand-trike droid walks into view between them.
That's a waste of the Jedi's time! I didn't know you weren't afraid of anything.
Then the Millennium Falcon says,
What have you got against the Jedi? What have you got to hide? You're too good for them. They've been to every planet in the galaxy. There are plenty of Jedi around. You should feel lucky that you're alive. There are plenty of them around. There are plenty of them around. There are plenty of them around.
Luke was utterly enthralled by his appearance. Interior, Luke's X-Wing fighter, cockpit. Han Solo watches, amused. Who wants to be Han? Give him like a very cowboy voice.
Alex, do it.
Very southern.
Be cowboy.
What? That little kid? Oh no, not little. You are much too big.
Sigma Mud. Like a house of cards, a firebomb with everything on.
Oh, Misa, how's the entry? I mean, okay, he can't walk yet, but he can walk back if needed.
And Isaac's all like, alright, next question. A shot fries. Stacy then says,
Hey, Nick, you see that?
it's an avalanche. First, the cliff where it happened is called My Place, in quotes, in so many movies. Then we get like another moment loose avalanche the next time we see it. We see a 1 in 4.9 magnitude earthquake. So the odds of that happening in 4 seconds are about 1 to 128,766. And that's pretty unlikely for an avalanche. But that's a part of the reason why people are so quick to get up and say, wow, we saw an avalanche. Look at the sky. It looks like an avalanche. There are smaller avalanches coming from that same spot. I feel guilty for thinking that, probably because when I was on the screen, I kept thinking that I should save myself.
I don't know if my goals are more important.
I made up my mind that I wanted to save Taku as much as I wanted to take the goal. I knew that I needed to gain a little experience before I could even think about tackling the suicide challenge. So I decided to go with the suicide goal.
What?
Oh boy.
I needed to gain a little experience before I could even think about tackling the suicide challenge. So I decided to go with the suicide goal.
That's a mood.
And yet, when I jumped into the bowl at the last second, I didn't feel any great fear as I jumped into the bowl, although I felt like there was something.
What?
That's a mood. How
I
did we
feel
get
like
from
this-
Star Wars to jumping in bowls?
I feel like
And
this
the
is
suicide
robots trying to tell us something.
Although, I felt like there was something a bit weird about being on the edge of the bowl and looking over. I thought about my training in the ninja arts, and it seemed like I was about 10 years too late. I was completely lost and confused. And even when my teammates and instructors started explaining things to me, I couldn't quite believe it. And yet, there was an intuitive understanding that was emerging from the voice of others. It wasn't.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Wow, man.
And then we'll take a little break and come back to something else.
Sounds like a plan.
Hey, Sleemo, here. That's some Star Wars slang right there. I'm cool, right? Anyway, thank you for coming to this episode. Just a few small announcements, not as many as last time because I'm getting rid of one. This is the one with the new mic quality, so I don't need to mention that again, even though I just did. Make sure to follow our Twitter at FriendInFlannels. Just one singular friend. And only one other announcement. We don't have many announcements in these right now. If only someone would sponsor us. Pringles, where you at? Pringles, that was the first thing I could think of. They did Overwatch, so they'll do anything. Our next episode is we're changing the format of this podcast. We did a bunch of one-offs before with the past 3 episodes and this episode, and we're kind of changing it up to be we're going to choose one of the things we read from the past episodes and decide to make a whole series based off of that. I mean, it's pretty easy to narrow it down. You only got like 3 choices. We already read all of Jeff the Killer, so we'll just have to wait and see until next Saturday what we do. Will it be Sonic High School, 50 Shades, or more of this Star Wars fan fiction? Guess you'll have to find out. You Sleemo. There we go. Can you do it again?
No, because I just stretched.
Here's my impression of Brent.
Alright.
Can we play that game later?
What game? The card game?
Yeah.
Maybe. Anyway, we're back. We're going to be reading fanfic, Star Wars fanfic off of Wattpad because our AI generated one got a little too weird and didn't understand anything at all.
No,
And we're going to make up who's who as we go.
turned into a history lesson about avalanches, I think. And the possibilities.
This
I don't
one's
know.
called Mandalorians by Daring Feelings on Wattpad.com. Hi, my name's Jin. I guess you could say that I am a normal Mandalorian. I have soft, dull blue eyes. My mother is a duchess, for crying out loud. I would fit right in the Mandalorian crowd, except my hair. It's an auburn color. But I guess that there is one other small problem. My mother and father aren't technically allowed to be in love. Yeah, that sounds about right. My father is a Jedi, so, I said that I'm a normal Mandalorian. That's true, it's just I'm also a Jedi. You know, every Jedi has a master. My father's mine. So that makes things really difficult for me.
Imagine being a Mandalore, your mom is a Duchess, and your dad is a Jedi. That's the most Mary Sue
He's the
Star Wars OC.
He's the son of Obi-Wan and the Duchess of Mandalore.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it sounds like a
So
Mary
that
Sue.
means the dad's Obi-Wan. So who wants to be Obi-Wan? Oh, look who volunteered to be Obi-Wan!
Oh, look at that. Oh.
I didn't mean it in that sense, but okay. Anakin, stop! It's not going to work.
I hear my dad say from down the hall. I look at Ahsoka, and she's smiling from ear to ear. Who's Ahsoka?
I'll be Ahsoka.
Do your best girl voice.
They've been going at this for almost half an hour.
I groan, falling on my pillow.
Jin, normally I wouldn't suggest.
I sit up and say, "Come on, let's go get Padme." She smiles. We grab our lightsabers, hoods, and comlinks. We walk out of the room and down the hallway to the hangar.
Can you fly a speeder?
Ahsoka asks. I smile and say, "Of course!" She smiles, and we get on the speeder and drive out of the temple into the bright skies of Coruscant.
Croissant.
Yahoo! Ahsoka yells above the wind. I laugh as we fly around Coruscant and the park at the Senate.
That was awesome.
Ahsoka says I laugh. It's a good thing my mother taught me how to fly. We walk inside the big Senate building and look around the vast hallways until we see Padme's office. I knock on the door and Padme opens it. Hey, Brennan, guess who's Padme?
Okay. Hello, girls. Come in.
She says. I smile and walk in.
Oh, Jin. I was just talking to your mother. She says hello, and she can't wait for your next visit.
She didn't say hello there?
Hello there.
I smile. Everyone knows who my mother is, but no one knows who my father is. They think he died in a fire. Just one more lie I have to keep. Thank you, Padme, I say. She nods and Ahsoka says,
We were wondering if you could help us.
Padme sits down on her couch and says,
Oh, of course. Sit down.
I smile and sit next to Ahsoka.
What can I help you with?
I look at Ahsoka and say, So Obi-Wan and Anakin are arguing again. Padme laughs.
That does not surprise me.
I smile and continue. So they're arguing about going to Jabba for information. She smiles and says,
You want me to take you guys to Tatooine?
We nod, and she says,
Put your hoods on. Meet me in the next hall. Down the hall.
I smile, and Ahsoka and I walk out of her office with hoods on. A couple minutes later, she comes down the hall.
All right, dears. Let's go to Tatooine.
Padme says, motioning us to the doors. I smile and walk in with Ahsoka.
Wow.
Ahsoka says, walking into the dining room. I laugh and walk straight. I'm sorry. Was that just a cool guy McGee laugh? Like a you looked at his fancy dinner table that he knows he has,
Yeah.
and he knows you're jealous, and he's like, you think that's cool? I laugh and walk straight to the bowl of chocolates. I pop some in my mouth, and Padme laughs and says,
That is the first thing everyone goes for.
I smile, and then she says,
Well, we should be at Tatooine in a little bit.
we land, and Padme says,
Call me if you need help. Good luck, you two.
I nod, and Ahsoka and I walk out. What way to Mos Eisley? I ask. Ahsoka looks around and points to something in the distance.
I think that's it over there.
She says. I smile and start walking.
Wait, here. I have a speeder for you two.
I turn around and see Padme running up with a speeder.
I'm so sorry. I forgot about this.
Hey,
You ever just run over with the speeder?
you'd be all like, hey, we landed, good luck. Did I give him the speeders?
Oh no.
Oh, man. Good thing they can't get far. Padme smiles again. I laugh. And Ahsoka says.
It's okay. Thank you, Padme.
Padme smiles and walks back to the ship.
Could you show me how to fly?
How would Ahsoka not know how to fly?
Yeah, weren't they
She's a
flying?
pilot, right?
Where is this in the timeline?
I have no
They
idea.
must be babies.
It's a fanfic, it doesn't matter.
Ahsoka asks. I nod and say, okay, so you want to sit down in the pilot seat and put your hands on the two handles. Don't be afraid to lean forward. Then after I hop on, I get on and grab Ahsoka's shoulders.
Wait.
Then you kick the stand up, push the button and lean forward again, I guess. When you start moving, then to turn you lean your body to the side you want to turn
Just your
to.
body, not the steering wheel?
Not the steering wheel, just the body.
It's like a motorcycle.
She nods and does everything I said. Lift your legs and we'll start moving. Is that how you pick up a Jedi girl?
Yeah. You teach her how to ride a...
You grab her shoulders and say, lift your legs and I'll teach you how to start moving.
And I'll take you off the ground.
We'll start moving.
Hey.
You wanna feel the power of the Force?
I say. She nods and puts her feet on the footrest and we start moving at a slow pace. But that's okay. See? You're doing it. I say laughing. She smiles and we make our way to Mos Eisley. Alright, to stop, I didn't teach you that before, but to stop, you sit straight up and let your feet glide onto the ground. I say. Ahsoka nods and we get off.
Jabba's palace is over there.
Ahsoka says. I look over and see a big domed...
Don't.
The big... Ooh, boy.
Big Dom building.
I see the big Dom building. I mean, that is Jabba's palace.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
The big Dom building. Music is blaring.
Sounds about right.
Ahsoka laughs. There's a lot of laughing in this. Ahsoka laughs and says,
Hold up. Let's go.
I smile, and we walk over to Jabba's palace. Who wants to be the droid C4P2? That'll be you.
I can do it.
Yeah. Be a robot.
Name?
I look up and see a black C4P2 staring at me. Jin! I reply. The droid leans back like it's in shock.
A Mandalorian! Here!
I look at Ahsoka and she is holding back her laugh.
Haha.
Yes, now must speak to Jabba. May I please come in? I say. He nods at Ahsoka and I walk in. The jazz... It's jizz music, sir. You should know your Star Wars lore. It's not jazz music, it's jizz music.
That's what it's canonically
Oh,
called.
God.
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
zooming.
Don't zoom!
Zoom,
Where am I?
Zoom
Gotta
in
look
on
for
the
jizz.
jazz
Where's
music.
jizz? There it is. Okay. The jazz music is blaring more than ever. I walk in and see Jabba flirting with a Twi'lek. I barf in my mouth. He's so disgusting. Man. I like Sims, but I draw the point. I draw the line at slugs.
Whoa, imagine being racist in Star Wars.
Imagine writing a warning at this, say don't read if homophobic, and then is immediately speciesist.
Yeah.
I walk up to him, and the droid says something in Jabba's ear and says,
Master Jabba would like you to hold this conversation in his own language.
I nod and say in perfect Huttish, Gabakuta, Abidiba Huda, Aminda Huda. Or, translated for all you English speakers. Your language is fine. I have come seeking information about bounty hunter Cad Bane. Jabba looks at me in shock and turns to the droid.
How many languages do you know?
The droid asks. I know as many as I need to. Wink. And now, we may continue our conversation? I ask Jabba nods and says in his language, Gabu Kiba, Habu Hula Hula, Hula. Or, put it in English. Brennan, put it into English, Jabba's voice.
So you know my language. Very nice. Not many do. Now your information on Cad Bane has gone missing. He was there a few weeks ago with 2 Zardbarks. One yellow and one red. I am completely sure that he would be in one of the Outer Rim planets, further than us here on our beautiful planet of Tatooine.
I nod, and Ahsoka looks so confused. I'll explain later. I whisper. She nods, and I turn back to Jabba. Gabu Cuba! Or, put in the English for you nerds out there. Thank you ever so much. Now we will be leaving. He nods and waves us out.
Okay, I am so confused.
Ahsoka says. I smile and say, He lied to us! He said he was on the planet farther than Tatooine. No species can live out there. No matter how much gear you have. He has to be on one of the inside rim planets. Ahsoka looks at me confused, and I get on the speeder. He'll be sending assassins for us soon. Now get on! She nods, and I speed down the streets to Padme's ship.
Are we gonna read another chapter?
I think we should take a break.
What?
Oh, you want to play Persona, Brendan?
Take a break? Nah, my voice could handle it.
Can it though?
Gabushita! Gabuguganina! See, I sound exactly like Huttish.
I'm also getting
Wow.
overheated.
I too
Yeah.
am very warm.
Should we just end the episode there?
And cut.